Hey Ashley, it was great to see you out at the house today. What a beautiful house. Great location too, by the way. Let's take a look up on top. So we've got two flues coming out of the top of the chimney. The one in the foreground is the fireplace flue. It's a 13 by 13 or square flue system. And then one to the right is the 8 by 13 or furnace flue, furnace dash water heater. Well, furnace is not using it anymore. It's using the PVC pipe coming out. I'm not sure whether the water heater is still using that or not. That wasn't part of our scope of inspection today. But what we do note here is that there are a lot of cracks and holes in the concrete crown. Water is no doubt getting into the body of the chimney, and that needs to be repaired. And I've given you a price on doing that. If we go inside, before we look at this fireplace, let's take a moment to talk about the fireplace in the living room. So when you come through the front door, you see a obvious fireplace, apparently working fireplace, right in front of you. A little shallow, but working. It's not at all. It's a boxed up or sheetrocked up fireplace that the only thing you can do with it is nothing. When you look up, you see you're in between the walls. If you step back and study the fireplace, you can see where they built a chase or a faux chimney out and then put this fireplace in. Now we're not talking about this one. This is the den fireplace. We'll go back to this picture right here. And there's nothing, you can't put any heat up in there at all. You're going to have a house fire. Now, one thought did cross my mind. It's possible to put an electric fireplace in there. We have one at our little lake house. It's a nice little fireplace. It does put out heat, but it pushes it forward and not up. And so a contractor with the right instruction could certainly install something like that, have an electrician wire it, etc. So that is a great possibility for the fireplace in the living room. Now, we didn't inspect that today. That wasn't part of our thing, and so we're not talking in depth about that. There's nothing there for us to inspect. We're chimney sweeps, and there's no chimney. All right, let's go back around on the den side. So we see an open wood-burning fireplace. Obviously needs some repair work in the firebox area, missing some mortar in there. We look up, we see that the damper is almost completely rusted out. It needs to be replaced. Here's a close-up of that mortar that's missing in the firebox, the back wall. We look in the flue system itself. This chimney is built with 13 by 13 flue sections that are 2 feet in length. That's traditional. Well, you can see where they're offset. This misalignment is caused, where the smoke is coming up this full size 1313 flue, then all of a sudden it's being squished into this smaller, appears to be something like an 8 by 13, and then opens back out. Well, during that squishing, you are impeding the draft, so it's likely the smoke's going to come pouring back into the house. It's a standard size opening. This is a standard size opening. It certainly needs a standard or 13 by 13 flue, and it needs to be 13 by 13 all the way up and down, not misaligned. Now, can you do anything about that? No. You can't now then realign them. There's concrete all the way around the flue section, so this chimney would have to be completely gutted out and relined in order to fix that. Is it a problem? I would say it probably is a problem. Here's something that can be done. If you decide to burn wood in here and you get the other repairs done and it smokes back up, we could order you a smoke guard, either a 4 or a 6-inch smoke guard in here that would certainly help, or maybe even fix the problem for you. It's hard to say because there's no statistics governing somebody just misaligning the flues like this. We almost never see this, and certainly the building inspector should have picked it up because it's been like that since the house was built. So these are some problems that we're having. Let's take a look at the inspection report itself. We'll see how it reads out. Upper right-hand corner is a legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. Placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. You folks have questions for me, don't hesitate to call 704-526-6348. Email me at chris@affordablesweep.com. Thank you.